Hola amigos, hola amigas, welcome, bienvenido, croeso y salam, welcome to the channel y'all. Chesh yakshimash, shalom y'all, welcome for another day in the Hoover Luxe studio. So what have I got for you today? This is something that has been hanging around here for about 2 years and I haven't done anything with it. So I thought, right, okay, it's time I finally do something with this thing. And of course, it is... It is this. It is a Hoover Freedom 2-in-1 stick vacuum. Now there is a story behind this, so let me get you guys a little bit closer and we will take a look. So this is the Hoover Freedom stick vac that belonged to my parents. About, I'd say about 3 years ago, my mum wanted a stick vac for their bungalow, something that was a bit smaller than their corded one. And she didn't want to pay much for it. She didn't want to pay Dyson prices and didn't want a second-hand one. So I had the unpleasurable task of trawling Amazon and eBay to find her a cheap alternative to a Dyson stick vac in the price range, which was a challenge and a half to say the least. So the only thing I could come up with that was available for that price was this, which was a Hoover Freedom bagless stick vacuum. So she bought it and she used it and this, that and the other, and she was using it for a little while, but she didn't like it in the end. She didn't find it powerful enough. And I said, well, what do you expect? So I gave her my old Dyson stick vac, which you would have seen in the past, because I got sent to me the Dyson V10. So I said, look, you have my Dyson, there's nothing wrong with it, I've got spare batteries and all the attachments and da-da-da-da-da, and can I have your Hoover Freedom for the exchange of it? And she said yes, that was fine, and I took it down and we swapped it over, and she actually still to this day still uses that Dyson. She really likes it because the floor head is very small and it can get right under her lower furniture, so she really likes it for that feature. So I had the unpleasurable task of having this, and I literally have had it for about 2 years, and it's been hanging around all over the place, and I was like, right, it's time to do a video on it and to clean it up and to check it out. So we have the main body of the vacuum here. We have the sort of like the main wand, which is electrical, and we have the powered floor head with a brush on it. It also came with the accessories, so let me get the accessories. I haven't actually opened this bag since I've had it, so I'm not entirely sure what it comes with. So first out is a kind of like, what do you call it? Upholstery powered brush, a upholstery brush, a crevice tool. Oh, right, okay. A flexible crevice tool that also turns into a dusting brush. A softer upholstery brush, which I guess it, yeah, fits into there. The charger and a wall mount with the screws, because she never actually mounted it to the wall, but it comes with a wall mounting bracket. Right, okay, so that just hangs on there, I assume. It's not like a Dyson one with a charger attached to it. It literally just, it just clips on like that, hangs on like that. And the screws and brackets. So let's go through each tool one by one. So that's the wall bracket, so you can attach them on, but then how do you attach more than 2 items. It doesn't really fit on very well. Okay, so you can attach 2 things on it, but then that's it. You can't put anything else on. So you have to pick your 2 tools that you use the most and then hang them on. Right, okay, let's start off with the machine itself, I think, to be honest, because then I can test some of the things. So it's a 22 lithium battery, up to 25 minutes, allergy care and pets because of the motorized brush head. On the side here we have Hoover, Max Fill Line, Cyclone Technology, Freedom, same on that side. And also, here it is here, so we have the Hoover model FD22RP001, serial number, Freedom 2-in-1, 22.2 volts DC, 130 watts, Candy Hoover Group, registered trademark, made in the People's Republic of China. So this is the Cyclone, this is the filter, this is the trigger, the handle, the end, the bin, and the battery. So here it says bin release and also battery release. Ah, right, okay. So that is the battery. You can't charge it up outside of the machine itself like you can with the, I don't know about the newer Dyson stick vacs, but I know the older ones you could. So you have to have it in the machine to charge it. And it is a lithium ion rechargeable battery pack. Right, okay. So that's pretty good, you can do that. And that just slides into the machine. Not very smooth, I have to say, but it does slide out and then clicks in. This is the bin release. Now the one thing I do like about this, which it does have over any Dyson stick vac, is the fact that you can pull the trigger and release it, or you can have the catch which holds it on. That is something that Dysons really need to have, because the good thing about this is you can just use it like a normal and stop to save battery. But then, like on many occasions where I've wanted to do dusting, I've had to use a piece of Velcro, whereas this has a switch. And there we go, it's on. Now that is a feature I really do like. Access the filter here at the back, pull in the 2 clips and slide it out. That is the little filter. It's very clean, I give it that. Very clean actually. That's surprising. And then the bin release is here underneath. Ah. Ooh, right, okay. So you can release the bin, or you can use this and empty it. So you can empty the bin without having to do anything to it. There is some fluff stuck inside there. And then you can also release the bin underneath. Not very easily, but you can remove the bin, and that gives you the shroud, which is very dirty, but it does come off. And I think that's about it. Oh no, that comes off as well. Oh wow. Okay, so it does strip down pretty well. Now it does let you use it while it's on, so I'm going to remove the battery because I don't want it to come on. No, that battery release is a bugger. Or does it not release when you haven't got the bin on? Oh no, because I'm using the wrong one. Duh! There's battery release. Okay. So this strips it down to its components. Can you take it down any further? Yes, you can. There are two screws in there. That's just plastic. Right, let's get the vacuum. Okay, we have now stripped it down to its component parts. So dusting it off isn't too bad, to be honest, but you can wash all of these parts here. Maybe this one, maybe this looks like it can be washed. There's a little bit of dust on the inside of that. This can't be, just like the older style of the Dyson similar to this, because it's got the electric point running through it, so you will damage it. Contacts there look a little bit dirty, so I will clean them. So I'm going to get a cloth, and I think we'll start giving this a wipe over before I start testing the tools. So we start off with a nice clean slate. Okay, now that looks much better. Let's put it back together. That looked like something out of an episode of MacGyver, but we've done it. So last thing I want to do is just give it just a little bit of a shine for the camera. So it wasn't too bad to clean up. Literally being able to take it quite far apart to give it a clean. That's one good thing about it. Et voila. It's now ready to be used. And probably, I think that is its first clean it's ever had. Right, okay, let's pull the trigger. suction on it doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. I've felt worse. And that continuous mode button, no, I was looking to see if there was a high or a low mode, and there isn't. There's just one mode. And that's it. Right, okay, before we carry on with anything else, I think I should give it up a charge, because it's been like this for 2 years, like I said, and it hasn't been charged in all that time, and it's still got power. So fair dues to the battery for all this time and still having charge in it and not dying out. So I give credit to the battery. So if I pop that in there, what indicates that it's charging? The fact that it doesn't come on. Oh yeah, you are. There's a light. There's a light at the top. There's a red light there. I assume that possibly goes green when it's finished charging, but I'm going to leave this charge for a little while I go and have some lunch, and we will come back. We will clean up the rest of these tools and take a look at them, and then give it a little bit of a demo, I think. So, see you in a minute. Well, that's lunch over, so let's crack on. One's a bit scratched up. It's metal, but I think that might be some kind of like paint spray on it, maybe, yeah, because there's a scratch there and it's shiny underneath, so it's not brushed aluminium. Maybe aluminium, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, there's a way of telling, isn't there? Let's try a magnet. Okay. Maybe it is aluminium, because it's not magnetic. Now these, I noticed, look very similar to... I got a Dyson tool here, see if it fits. Ah, no it doesn't. Almost. It almost looks like that type of Dyson attachment, but it's not. No. That would have been handy if it fitted. Probably would have been sued. Right. Now we move on to this floor head, which has been used. So to open it, I think... Alright, okay, so you slide that across and it comes out. Okay. It's a bit grubby on the inside. It's 20 watt, dry only. No surprise there. And it is dusty. I guess if you want to take it apart any further... What's that? Is that a light? Okay. Let's wipe it over anyway. Give it a clean up. a bit better. It's quite tough. That's come up really well. Let's take a look at the brush roll. It's got those grooves on it, so you can take a knife or one of these I love to use. And just remove the hair. What? Oh no, I didn't notice that. How that's lost its wheel, I don't know. Oh well. That's come out, that's gone. Right, I'm going to leave it charge a little bit longer, but it's all nice and clean. Looks really good now. So I'm going to leave it charge for a little while and come back and we'll do some tests here on the bench. So it's been a couple of hours. Let's now have a look at the machine in action. So whilst it's charging, it doesn't work. So I'll unplug it. Got up to power. So this is the upholstery brush. I just picked up some fluff off the rug. This is the soft dusting brush that you attach to it. That's nice. We've got a crevice tool. We've then got the flexible dusting brush, or how do you pull that in? Brute force. Button at the side. All right, okay, so you push that little button at the side. We've got the small electric turbo brush. Great for doing stairs and stuff. Okay, and now the floor head, the main floor head. Alright, so that's a light. I wonder if that light is powered by the turning of the brush roll. That's really not bad, you know. This is a rubber backed rug, so it's not going to be amazing. Let's see what it's picked up. Well, it's picked up all of that from just running over the rug, so that's pretty cool. Let's clear up this mess. So I'm going to concentrate on the main powered floor head and the main turbo brush thing. Let's try it with some mess. So first of all, I'm going to put some sand down. And I'm going to put some sawdust down. And we will use the small turbo brush. Now, you probably will get different results because the air has to travel all the way up through this tube. So obviously it's going to reduce suction airflow a little bit. So this is only for entertainment purposes only. So don't go writing in. Let's try it straight through the lot. No fallout, that's really good. So of course we're going to have the line of disgust because of that. But yeah, I can still see marks of sand in the carpet, but it's done really well on the sawdust. So let's just finish picking this up. Well, it took absolutely ages, and I can still see bits of sand, and I can still see bits of sawdust, and I went over that I don't know how many times. So it did it, but it was a bit blooming slow. Let's empty that out. Just leave it there. I'm going to put down a little bit more of Ibiza's sand. Another bit of sawdust. And now this time I'm going to try it using the main floor head. See how this does. Now you shouldn't have a line of shame because there's nothing there. So let's try. Okay, I get not much fallout, so that's good. I mean, for one pass back and forth, whoops, something just died. It's not amazing, but it has picked up quite a bit. It's done better on the sawdust, so let's just pick it all up. Let's try this big pile. Just plough in. Yeah, it did it. Good couple of passes. I don't think that this brush roll is much good, to be honest. It's not very, it's quite soft. They could have made this brush roll just a little bit more stiffer, and maybe the bristles a little bit longer, but it's not the best on there. I mean, it would be okay for a quick whip around, but I can still see loads of bits hanging around. Dustbin's done pretty well. It's picked everything up. Nothing much or anything, to be honest, stuck to the shroud. So let's empty it. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pop the wand on and the main floor head, and I'm going to have a quick whip around in the workshop, and let's see what it picks up. Okay, so I've given it a whip around all the places that I could reach, and this is what it's picked up. You have to get your finger in there because there's bits. So let's have a look inside the inside. Let's remove the bin. So there's fine dust trapped around the shroud. The inside of the bin's pretty fine. There's a leaf stuck inside there. Bit of carpet. So it hasn't done too bad, and that's considering there are lots of areas in the workshop that I haven't vacuumed for a while because they're hard to get to. So getting to them using this makes it a lot easier. It's a shame about that wheel, because when I was trying to, on that scrap bit of cream thick pile carpet that I've got down there, it wouldn't move. It was a nightmare. I had to keep lifting it up and then pulling it backwards to vacuum. I couldn't go forward. Now that is probably to do with the wheel, I don't know. So I will have a look and see if I've got any spare wheels or something, but it's not the best of them. It absolutely does not replace a corded vacuum whatsoever, a more powerful one. It's not as good as the Dyson V10 that I have, and it's not as good as the old Dyson, which is the same style as this, that I had as well. It's not as good as that, but if you just want something for a quick whip around before somebody comes around for tea or wherever, then it's okay. But I mean, it's okay for its price compared to some, but would I recommend it? Not really, no. Not unless you've got a proper corded vacuum that you can use to deep clean stuff. This is a bit of a toy, to be honest, and it's not the best of them. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. The best ones that do these are Dyson. They're the ones that do it better. But yeah, so there we go. That is the Hoover Freedom. So let's get this cleaned up and we'll end the video. There we go, my little whippersnappers, all done, cleaned up, and I will do a future review video on this. Like I said, I will be using it now in the workshop as the quick whip around vacuum. If I'm doing testing with the machines, obviously, that's not possible, but I will be using it as kind of like my daily sort of like vacuum tidy up here in the workshop. So we will see how it goes. But the one thing that I really, really, really do like about it is the switch to hold it on. That just made it a whole lot better for me trying to use this machine. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed. I've also stuck a little air freshener in it as well, so smells lovely as well. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more videos. You will see this again in the future, no doubt. Please share the content, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, y'all.